Hello. Okay, we're going to start with 5 words for this video. Maybe we'll even do 6 because we have 15 words, and so it'd be kind of nice to get through all the words if we can. So the first word is taught. My son taught me how to play pickleball during quarantine, and I love it. So the word is taught. Say the word, taught. Let's do our sounds. T, ah, t. How many sounds? 3 sounds. So let's make our marks. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to make this bigger because I know. All right. So the first sound you hear is t. And how do we spell t? With a T. The next sound you hear is ah. Ah. Now this is one of those that is one of those 5 that we talked about. And this one is A-U-G-H. So A-U-G-H. 4 letters, 1 sound. And the final sound you hear in taught is t. And we spell t with a T. So say the word with me, taught. Let's spell it. T-A-U-G-H-T. Great. Next word is, I'll have to say I like it better when I have somebody here to teach. It feels funny. The second word is halls. Halls. Now think about, we know there's halls that we walk in for school, but this is a different kind of halls. So we have been working in our yard, and we've had to take several hauls to the junkyard of old bushes and shrubs and trees. We had some dead trees in our yard, so we pulled those out, and we had to take several hauls to the junkyard. So when you take a haul, it's like taking something away, or it's like a big pile, okay? So it's not spelled the same way as what you're thinking. So the word is halls. Say that word, halls. Now let's do our sounds. Ah, o, z. How many sounds? 4 sounds. So that first sound you hear in halls is, and we spell, so make your marks. Sorry, I forgot my marks. 2, 3, 4. We have 4 sounds. So the first sound is, and we spell h with H. Second sound is ah. Remember, this is one of those variant vowels, that ah sound. This one is A-U. Third sound, oh. How do we spell oh? With an L. And the final sound, halls, z. So we hear the z sound, but we spell it with an S. With an S, plural, right? It took more than 1 haul to the junkyard. It took several hauls. So here we go. Let's spell our word. H-A-U-L-S, halls. Let's go to our third word. The third word is caused. When, let's think of a sentence for caused. We have a suffix on the end of this word, ed, so we mean it's past tense. So caused, let's see here. When, I cannot think of a sentence. Can you guys think of a sentence? Okay. When we were playing pickleball in the heat, it caused me to be very thirsty. That's a true story. And I didn't have enough water, and so I was not enjoying myself like I should have been. So the heat caused me, the sun caused me to feel thirsty. Okay, here we go. Now let's do our sounds. Go. K, a, z, d. How many sounds? 4 sounds. Let's make our marks. 1, 2, 3, 4. First sound is k, and how do we spell k? This one is a C, not a K. C. Next sound is ah, and how do we spell ah? This one is also A-U, just like halls. Next sound, cause. Not a Z, it sounds like a Z, but it's that Z sound, but we also know Z can be spelled with an S, so this one is an S. And then we have D, and we know it's past tense, so the word is, or the spelling is, ED. Caused. Let's spell this. K, A, Z, D. Go. C-A-U-S-E-N-D. I lost my screen here on my, there we go. Next word. Ooh, this one will be kind of fun. Okay, The next word, I'm going to leave this up for just a minute. The next word is paused. Say the word paused. Let's say this word, caused. So what do you notice? What's changing in this? So my boys pushed paused. My boys asked me to pause the show. So I paused it for them. Miss Schroeder needs to go back to school. She's forgetting how to speak correctly. Let's try that again. I paused the show so my family didn't miss any parts. You've probably paused something before too, right? Pausing a YouTube video. Or you'll pause a show that you are watching also. So paused, to stop something. Temporarily stop. Caused, paused. What sound is going to be changing in this word? It's got the same rhyme. So what sound is changing? Is it the first sound? Is it the last sound? Paused, caused. It is just that first sound. That's all we're having to change in this. So I'm going to erase it now. So let's do our paused. P, A, Z, D. How many sounds? 4 sounds. So let's go. Thinking of the word caused, what's that first sound we hear in paused? P. And how do we spell P? With a P. Now think about caused. How do we get the A sound? A-U. And then the Z sound was S. And the final sound is ED. Now, when we spell this is interesting. When we're adding that suffix, when you have just the word pause, you would have an E there. So when we add the ED, we remove that E. So we just have the ED right here on the end. We take off the E, so you're not having 2 E's right there. So our word is pause. Let's spell it. P-A-U-S-E-D. Nice job. Okay, next word is squawk. Squawk. I heard the bird make a squawk when the other bird tried to chase it away. If you can come up with a better sentence, put it in the comments, because I bet you probably can. I need to practice some sentences. So squawk. Let's do our sounds. S, qu. Oh, let's do that again. Miss Schroeder just messed up. Squawk. S, k, w, a, k. How many sounds do you hear there? 5 sounds. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sounds. What's the first sound we hear in squawk? S. And how do we spell S? It is an S. Now, what's the next sound we hear? K and W, right? Now think about this one. This one is a little bit different. This one, we hear K and W, which could be like a C. We could spell it that C and a W, or it sounds like a K and a W. But this is spelled Q-U. So when we write that, we're going to write them in their own boxes, but they're close together, okay? So, and now we have the A sound. And this one is A-W, not A-U. And the final sound is K. And remember, if you hear K at the end, most of the time the spelling is A, K. Squawk. Let's spell it. S-Q-U-A-W-K. Squawk. All right, here we go. Next word is drawing. Drawing. I was drawing a picture for my mom when I should have been cleaning my bedroom. Drawing. That ing makes it present tense. Did you think about that? If you are drawing something, you're doing it now. So drawing. Let's do our sounds. Go. D, R, A, E, N, G. Drawing. 6 sounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First sound you hear is D. How do you spell D? D. Next sound you hear is And how do you spell R. Next sound is ah. This one is also AW. Next sound, we hear that we say drawing, and we know ing is spelled what? ing, but each sound has its own box. So that E sound is actually spelled with an I, then N, N, and the final G sound is spelled with a G. Drawing. So again, we have the ing added on the end of this. Let's spell it together. Go. D-R-A-W-I-N-G. We'll do one more word. And this word, the word is crawl. Crawl. The baby learned how to crawl and get its own toys. Crawl. So let's do our sounds. Go. K, o. Crawl. Let's do our boxes. We saw 4 boxes. First sound is K. And how do we spell K? With a C. Second sound you hear is an And how do we spell With an R. Third sound you hear is Ah. And how do we spell Ah? With A-W. And the final sound you hear is ul. And how do we spell ul? L. Nice. So let's spell crawl. C-R-A-W-L. Crawl. Okay, that is it for day 1 for Map It. We will finish the rest of the words tomorrow, and that'll be on day 2. I would encourage you to go on a word hunt around your house. Open up books and magazines or newspapers, or when you're on the internet and you're reading something, if you're on your phone and you're reading something, if it's on the TV, look for that ah sound and put them in our comments for the YouTube channel. We would love to see the kind of words that you're finding and noticing that spelling pattern for the ah sound. Have a great day. I miss you very much, but I'm hoping that you're all safe and happy, and I can't wait to see your faces. Bye.